अब लाइभ सुरु हुन्छ एकछिनमा नि एकछिनमा इन्ट्रोड्युस गर्नु
Yes, we are in live.
First, everyone, and thank you, Abir, for joining here with us today. I'm Nikti Sherpa, all the way from IMIC Study Abroad. So, let's start this session now. Welcome to our live info session. Today, we are very excited to have our respected Mr. Abir sir joining with us and bringing his valuable expertise to enrich our discussion.
I'm privileged. Thanks for having me today.
Who are interested in studying in UK. We encourage you to join us and learn from Mr. Abir Utsha Insight. Let's make the most of this opportunity together. Now, I would like to request Mr. Abir to continue this further session.
Thank you, Niyoti. I hope I got your name right. You're looking very pretty today. And thanks for having me today. I'll try to share my experience with you and the prospective students as much as I can. And I would encourage you to ask as many questions. I'm here to answer your queries. So like Ms. Sherpa just introduced me, my name is Abir Utsha. I have been working in the industry for almost a decade now. I myself was an international student here in the UK, and now I permanently live here. So I have gone the full journey a student would take from study here, from finding work and everything. And we have IMIC here today, one of our most valued partner in Nepal. And I personally love Nepal because I'm originally from Bangladesh and I spend a lot of time in Nepal for my holidays. I absolutely love Kathmandu, Pokhara, and all the beautiful places in Nepal. So starting with like, why do we want to study in the UK? Because I think at any point, someone needs to study abroad to gain that experience and exposure, and especially in South Asian countries where the education system is built in such a way that we don't have that exposure to real life applications, whereas the UK universities are complete opposite. I personally, from SAMS Global, we work with more than 50 universities in the UK, but we have some priority partners that we would like you to come and explore because their quality of education is fantastic. They have dedicated support services to help you, and the tuition fee and scholarship criteria are great as well. So one of my favorite university to promote is University of Bolton. It is in Greater Manchester area. It's just 15 minutes from the city center. So you will have the best of both worlds in a way. So you will have that calm to concentrate on your studies. And also if you want that big city life, you are just 15 minutes away. Then we have University of Bangor, which is in North Wales, which is the oldest city in Wales. Beautiful place, just like Nepal. On the one side, you have beautiful mountains and hills, and on the other side there is sea. And the tuition fee is very reasonable as well. And then also we have University of Greenwich. Who doesn't know about Greenwich Mean Time? The discovery of time in a way was happened here, and it's a UNESCO heritage site as well. It's right in the center of central London. And also we are looking at University of Huddersfield, which is just an hour away from where I am in the north. So we are covering almost all the regions in the UK. And we also have other universities like De Montfort, we have Aston, we have City University, and many more. So please feel free to ask any questions that you have regarding the entry requirements, scholarship opportunities, part-time availability, how to apply, how to go about it. I'm here to answer all your questions here today. Niyuti, over to you. Do you have any particular thing that you want me to address, or if there is any question from our audience, I'm more than happy to answer those.
Okay, thank you so much. So I have some few questions to. Can you please mention about the scholarship and the scholarship that the student gets?
So it depends on from university to university. From £1,000 to up to 100% scholarships are available. But in UK, mostly the scholarships are based on merit, so it doesn't weigh in the extracurricular activities as much. But for a lot of scholarship applications, you need to write an essay. So where you can maybe complement those extracurricular activities that you are doing. But in UK, mostly the scholarships are based on merit. There are few sports scholarship as well, but you have to be a national level athlete to gain that. For example, if you play for Nepal national cricket team, yes, of course, you can get a sports scholarship.
Okay, so the next question is like, what is there any new update like that are benefits for the students that gives benefit to students?
Yeah, to be honest, I think there is a lot of negative press right now about UK education, when whether you can step back and all those concerns. But to be honest, since I have been living here, to be honest, right now I feel there is more opportunity for international students, because, as you know, there has been a Brexit, and after Brexit, there is a big gap in the employment market. But what British government is trying to say, they want the best and the brightest. What this means is they don't want anyone come to the UK and, let's say, with no offense to any profession, but they don't want anyone to come and work as a maybe taxi driver or work at a retail store. What they want is someone coming and do a proper job. And there is a list of skill shortage occupation, and nursing is on top of that list as well. And I understand that Nepal has a lot of interest in nursing courses. And nursing, if you study nursing in UK, I don't know whether I should say this or not, but it is almost guaranteed that you are going to land a job, because there is a severe shortage of nurses across the UK, and they're proactively recruiting nurses. So if you come to a program that teaches you nursing, and then if you go on and have that certification and qualification and registration to practice, there are plenty of jobs. So if you are looking to come to study and then have that option to work here as well, the post-study work is still out there, which is called graduate route, where you can get 2 years post-study work permit to gain experience. And if you do really well in your placement, who knows? They might retain you. They might get you an offer. So in short, there are lots of opportunities here in the UK for international students. And I personally feel that it's a great destination in terms of, because the undergraduate is also only 3 years, and the postgraduate programs are 1 year, so cost effective, real life applications, and you can find jobs to survive and thrive here as well.
Okay, sir. I have also some questions regarding study in UK, sir.
Yeah.
Now I want to ask you some questions about academic requirement also and proficiency. More than students want to know about new requirement academic and proficiency, sir. What did change in upcoming near intake, sir?
So the academic requirements remains more or less the same, but a lot of universities in the UK follow NARIC, which hasn't been really updated for Nepal for quite a while. But we're working
Yes,
with those universities to make them understand that the quality of education in Nepal is good, and as long as you have 12 standard equivalents or A-level equivalency pass, you can get directly into the bachelor program. And
yes,
for
sir.
unfortunate ones who could not meet those entry requirements, they can just get in the foundation program as well. And there are also international year-round programs that they can look into. So for each entry requirement, like I said, we work with more than 50 universities. For any particular cases, I would like to say that we are going to assess it case by case. So if you could share us the details of this particular student, that they have these grades and which university they're looking for, we will be more than happy to assess those, get back to you who gets in and who doesn't.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Uh, Now next question, sir. After completion of international 1 year, student can enter to second year, sir,
Yes,
undergraduate.
and
Yes,
it's
sir.
better in a way because we come from a different cultural background, different education system. A lot of
Of course,
times
sir.
it is very difficult to just get into a big classroom and thrive, because if I tell you about my story, that when I was a student, undergrad student, when I first came in my first class, I walked into a big lecture hall with more than 300 students, and I was very shy, and I was supposed to be a bright student, and then I couldn't even say anything because I was so shy. Whereas in the international year or the pathway route is more compact in a way. The maximum class size is like 20 to 25 students, so you have that more personal touch. I would be more confident to ask any of the confusions or queries I might have, and there will be a personal tutor assigned to me. So, academic, non academic, all the issues, I have someone to talk to and I can get that guidance. Because remember, we're not just coming to a different country, we're coming to a different continent altogether. So I personally feel for an undergraduate student who is barely 16, 17, or 18, I personally feel the pathway route is better in a way because they get that extra support. And absolutely, if they pass all their courses and everything, they will join the second year of the university in the whole, in the bigger classroom uh, that way.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Sir, next question, next one question, sir. What is difference between tuition fee of pathway program and then graduation, undergraduation program?
Again, it will depend from university to university, but
Yes, sir.
pathways have usually have more scholarship or bursary options. So in
Yes, sir.
some cases, the foundation or pathway programs might be a bit cheaper, but at the same time, in some instances, we can see that the pathway fees might be a slight higher because of all the support they are providing it. But it actually depends on university to university, course to course. But in
Yes, sir.
more cases, it will be a bit lesser than a main course program.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. Miss Niti Sherba, if you have some question, you can ask him. Miss Niti Sherba.
I also have yes, like, can you please mention about the facilities that international student can get?
Yeah, to be honest, there are lots of different facilities apart from academic support. There are also different clubs and societies that people usually go and socialize. There is career support. There is assignment support centers, and of course, like everything, every university in the UK will have all the support system available. You just have to go out and avail it. So no, you have to be proactive in evaluating it and find out which support and services is where. For example, when I was an undergrad student, again, I had a lot of Nepali friends, and in my particular university, the biggest society was Nepali society because they were so proactive and they were doing events every other day, and it was a great fun. And I also remember, if you remember that earthquake that shattered Kathmandu, the very unfortunate event, uh, and we also raised money during that through Nepali society. So, like I said, Nepal is very close to my heart.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Miss Sherpa, if you have any other questions?
So, and the can you please mention us about the accommodation facilities?
So, all the universities again will have accommodations, but what we usually don't recognize that for accommodations, you will have to apply at offer stage. When you have conditional offer or unconditional offer, apply for accommodation then because universities accommodations go very quickly, so you have to prepare early and apply at least 3 to 6 months prior to your course start date. For some universities, international students are guaranteed an accommodation for the first year, So in those cases, you might be a bit safe, but in most cases for accommodation, you have to apply a bit earlier. Also, you can also look at off-campus accommodation, which is always a bit cheaper than the university accommodation, and you can also share a house with your friends as well. So there are lots of you will find lots of Facebook groups or Reddit or other social media platform where you can connect with like-minded students and get a gang and get accommodation hired together, and it will be, trust me, a lot cheaper than university accommodation, and you might have a lot more freedom and social life to enjoy. And
Okay.
also,
Adit sir,
if any student is concerned about accommodation, they can get in touch with IMIC, and IMIC get in touch with me or my team, and then we can also help you out with accommodation as well.
Okay, sir. Now, may we know about possibility of part-time job for international students, sir?
Again, there are lots of jobs available, but no one is going to serve it
Yes.
on a plate for anyone to do it. Let me give you my example again. So when I was a student, I started working after 1 month, and then I had friends who didn't find a job in 3 4 years. So again, in South Asian, I don't know too much about Nepal, but in generic South Asian sentiment, we are raised in a bubble. So we have a lot of ego coming to, and we don't respect all the jobs in a way. So if you have that, it will be very difficult to find a job in the UK, because as a student, in most cases, you will have to look for those odd jobs. But if you're okay with that, then there are plenty of jobs available. You have to network with the right people. You have to go to the right jobs site, like for example, Indeed, and also network. And also, if you go to any high street in the UK, you will see all the shops will have their vacancy announced on their door. So you have to have that willingness to walk a bit and then explore those opportunities. And if you are looking for jobs, there are plenty of jobs available. But again, you will
Yes.
have to proactively look for it.
Okay, thank you so much for this answer, sir. Miss Nikti Sharma?
yeah. Now, the next question is like as going through the student view, right? So basically, many students they want to do intern while studying, right?
Yeah.
So what I know is like, can they do intern? Like, will they get intern easily, or they have to like do something for intern to get
Well, I
intern?
would not say easily, but if you are dedicated enough and with the career support services team in all the universities, they will help you to get a placement. So if someone wants to do internship and placement, I would recommend them to apply for courses that mentions that the placement is part of the course. In that way, you will have that opportunity to do it. Even if you don't have that, universities are very flexible to uh, provide placement and internship opportunities. Again, with the university career support services team, they usually update weekly, if I'm not wrong, all the internship and placement opportunities. If and they also prepare your CV, prepare you for the interview. So if you keep in touch with the university career services, there will be plenty of placement and internship opportunities. And also there are also open platforms where you can get those placement and internship opportunities. And to be honest, here in the UK, all the universities actually promotes everyone to go on and have an internship or placement opportunities, because hey, when even if you're a graduate, you will have that work experience in your CV. Ms. Sherpa.
Hello, Miss Nikti. Mike. Uh, okay, sir.
Yeah, actually, I got a
Yeah, okay.
question from student here. One
Yeah.
of the students they have he have asked like, students are facing part-time job, so what they can do to solve this problem?
Sorry, I didn't get you. Could you come again?
Yeah, one of the student has asked a question, and the question is like students are facing part-time jobs. So what can they do to solve this problem? How can they get a part-time job?
So they are not getting part-time jobs, is he saying, or they are getting part-time jobs?
So it's hard to get part-time job. Like they are
Yes,
not
like I
getting the
said, it is hard to get. It is hard to get anything. To be honest, in life, you have to work hard to get anything in life. Like I
Yes.
say, that there are jobs available, but then you have to proactively looking for it. It's not like that you landed in UK today and from tomorrow someone will knock on your door. Hey, I have a part-time job. Do you want to work?
Of course,
Unfortunately,
sir.
that's not the case. But
Mhm.
again, in big cities, there are bigger opportunities because there's a bigger population, so there are more opportunities. But anywhere I went in the UK, to be honest, there are part-time jobs available everywhere. You just need to build that soft skills, like how to communicate properly. Is your English right? Because here everything, the native language is going to be English. So do you know? Are you confident about speaking and listening and making sense of it? So as long as you build those soft skills, there are plenty of jobs, part-time jobs available, and also there are some part-time job agencies that help you get those part-time jobs as well. So again, you have to network with the right people, explore a bit more, and I'm sure, certain that you are going to get some part-time jobs. If not, if you're in the Sheffield area or Manchester area, I'll be more than happy to look for it for you and help you out.
Okay. Alice sir, is there any questions?
Okay. Now, maximum student has that type of question, sir. After the completion of course, there possibility of PRs are in the UK?
So after you complete your course, you're going to get 2 years graduate route, 2 years work
Yes, sir.
visa, where you can,
PSW. Yes, sir.
yes. So you can explore and get work experience as much as you can. And also, if you do really well in your job, maybe they will offer you a skilled worker sponsorship as well.
Oh yeah. Also, what is the possibility of uh, dependent? What are the condition of dependent visa, sir?
So right now in the UK, they have recently changed the regulation. So
Yes,
only
sir.
research students can bring dependents. So if someone is doing a master of research, doesn't even have to do a PhD. If there are lots of master of research programs
Yes, sir.
where you have to write a research proposal, and all your courses will be research based. So in a normal master's program, the program is actually taught. Here, it will not be a taught program; it will be rather than a research program. And for these master of research programs, you can still bring in dependents.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, Miss Niti Sherpa. If you have some questions.
Um, no, I don't have any question. So, Mr. Man, Mr. Man.
And I'll be happy to answer any questions from students you get after the session as well, because a lot of times what happens is on the live, people doesn't ask questions, but when they rewatch it then they might have some questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you if you could send me over.
Obviously, sir. Obviously. Uh, okay, sir. Now, you can put some extra knowledge or extra information about the study in UK for international students, sir.
So, like I said, like I am personally maybe a bit biased because I studied in the UK and I'm now living in the UK. So I
Yes,
personally
sir.
feel that the education quality in the UK and the way they shape you, just not academically, personally as well. Because when I came to the UK, I was barely 18, and I actually tell that UK actually turned a boy into a man. So if you have to have that personal growth, professional growth, and get a world-class education, UK is the best option. And also in terms of cost effectiveness, because it's only a 3-year undergrad and 1-year postgrad program, so you save a lot of money and you get ready for the future.
Yes, okay, sir. Miss Nitish Sharma, is there any questions?
Hello. Yeah. um. Okay. So I like just one thing came in my mind. I wanna ask that, like, for students like who wanna go UK, like, what should they be prepared for before going to UK?
Very good
For
question.
the
Uh, One thing is academically how to prepare yourself, and then one is mentally how to prepare yourself. So academically, of course, you need to have the right grades. You have to do an IELTS, PTE, or any of the approved English language tests, and then you have to meet the entry criteria for that. Write SOP, get the references, and if you're applying for postgrad position, you need to have your updated CV and all those prepared. But also at the same time, you have to prepare mentally as well. That, like I said before as well, you are not just going to a different country, you are going to a different continent altogether. And there has been a lot of cultural difference, a lot of cultural shock. So prepare for that, have an open mind, try to network with the right people. That you have to understand that you have always have to think about the long term gain rather than the short term gain. Try to get those voluntary and internship and placement opportunities. Be active in LinkedIn as well, because that's a professional network. Try to spend as much time with your lecturers, professors, because they will never get angry, unlike South Asia, where when you talk to your lecturer too much, they will be like, why are you wasting my time? But here they really, really appreciate that. So try to explore that network as well, and just come with an open mind to explore your new adventure and look at the long-term goal, how you are going to get there, rather than think about short-term gain and earning money in the short term. If you plan long, get on with it, trust the process, you will get there, trust me. Because I personally see there are lots of opportunities and scopes for international student right now in the UK. And if you are not coming and grabbing that, don't regret that decision few years later. So I would say right now, get everything ready, get your IELTS PTE done, apply through IMIC, and I'll see you here in UK hopefully this September.
Okay, and the next question is, can you please say me something about the university course options?
So UK universities offer all the courses you can think of. Anything that you can think of, universities will offer that. But right now in the market, in the employability market as well, the key courses that I'm hearing is number one is nursing, of course, then data analytics, business analytics, fintech, AI integration. These courses are the hot courses because we feel that in the next 4 or 5 years' time, employers will be looking for these particular courses, because if you do traditional courses, they might become obsolete. Because remember, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 years back, typewriting was a big job. And right now, typewriting is absolute obsolete. You won't have a job as a typewriter. So when you're planning, try to plan ahead, like in 3, 5 years time. Try to understand where the world is going, where the job market is going, and maybe decide your course based on that.
Okay, now coming up to the next question. So, can you please tell us like something about managing financial effectively?
Yes, that's a very good question. So you have to be very careful about managing your money, because you cannot earn your course fees by working here part time, by the way. So you have to have that financial planning done. Your part time works will help you with your living expenses. Maybe, and maybe if you're very good with your money management, maybe 10 to 20% of your course fees. But apart from that, you cannot manage your course fees. So you have to plan and have that financial backing that you can continue and complete the course. At least the course fees part have to bear by yourself. And no matter what anyone says, you cannot earn your course fees by working here. And also at the same time, if you work too hard, that's going to affect on your studies. Again, like I said, you have to plan for the long-term gain. If your grades get affected, then you are not going to get a proper job or proper career after you finish. So your first priority is study. And like I said, in any full-time job, in a week, you have to put in your 40 hours. So as a student in the UK, you have to put in 40 hours of your time to study. That's the bare minimum. If you do that, you will pass. And if you want to do really well, then you have to put maybe 60 hours, 80 hours. But 40 hours per week for studies is absolute bare minimum. And if you continue that, again, like I said, in the long run, you are going to gain that benefit. I personally don't encourage to work anyone more than 15 hours a week, but legally you can work 20 hours a week. So depending your financial circumstances, you will legally can work up to 20 hours per week during term time, and during off term, for example, Christmas period, Easter period, or the summer period where you don't have any lectures or classes, you can work up to 40 hours full time. But like I said, the course fees, the significant chunk you have to have before you embark on that journey.
Okay, now next question. Like as we all know, like the lifestyle of student will be different here in Nepal and in UK, right? So, and the next thing is like student will not be enough mature. So, can you please tell me about the student lifestyle of UK so that the student of Nepal can be well, like they can prepare well mentally from here. So, can you please tell me about that?
Well, to be honest, student life everywhere is pretty much same in a way that students will always be broke. They won't have enough money to support themselves, and also you have to struggle. And like I always say, as a student, if you don't have any stress, that means you are doing something wrong. But here, the difference would be it will be more structured in a way that you will have the biggest challenge for a student from South Asia to UK would be no parents, no teacher will be after them. That why are you not studying? Study hard because you are going to be on your own. Again, like I said, that you have to have that mentality that this is your primary job. So you have to study no matter what. In fact, even if you put 40 hours a week, that means 8 hours a day. And then there is 16 hours each day that you can do whatever. During the weekend, party as hard as you can, no matter. But again, your first priority should be study and concentrate on that. And again, you have to network with the right kind of people who is going to help you get that reference for that job. So my suggestion would be keep study at your first priority and network with the right people. And then whatever comes, part-time jobs, party, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. But first priority should be always study.
Okay, sir. Currently in the UK, is there any policy is changed by immigration?
Sorry, policy regarding immigration?
Yes,
Like
sir. Currently, is there anything? Excuse me.
So is a question like what are the ways to permanently stay back in the UK? Is that a question?
My questions was currently is there any policy is changed like international student by immigration?
So you cannot buy immigration here in the UK anymore. So there are immigration routes. So for example, if someone studies and gets a job in a tier 2 skilled worker job. So where the company sponsors him or her, then
Yes, sir.
they have to be in that skilled worker job for 5 years, and after 5 years they can apply for ILR, which means indefinite leave to remain, which is the PR or immigration in the UK. And after 1 year of ILR, you can apply for uh, passport, if I'm not wrong. I am no immigration consultant, but that is from my limited understanding. Also, there are other routes. For example, if someone stays 10 years in the UK legally continuously, he is also eligible for ILR. Also, there is, if someone wants to do business in the UK, they can also do that. For example, there are startup visa route, an innovator visa route, and I think innovator visa route is the quickest route to ILR, if I'm not wrong. After 3 years, if you meet certain criteria, then you will be eligible to apply for ILR. So there are quite a few immigration routes, but unfortunately, you cannot pay someone or buy a property and get citizenship. Unfortunately, that doesn't
Yes.
work here in the UK anymore.
Okay. Next question, Miss Nikti Sherpa.
Yeah, and the question is, can you tell me about the career development options for students?
There are plenty. I think each university will arrange at least one career events every term. So where the career support team invites a lot of companies on campus, like a career fair, and throughout the year you can always make an appointment with them, get your CV polished, like a UK standard CV, uh, get prepared how to apply for jobs, even if you have any particular job or placement in mind that you want to apply, and they will also check your cover letter with what to answer where. So a comprehensive support is there. But again, you have to go ask for it. No one is going to knock on your door and say, hey, do you need help? But every university will have that support system available. I think we lost Ms. Sherpa.
Uh, okay, I think we have asked maybe more than more questions.
Yeah,
If
I feel like I know, like a who wants to be a millionaire hot seat.
okay, okay, thank you so much, sir. Is there any questions, Miss Nikti? Hello, are you hearing us, Miss Nikti Sherpa? Excuse me.
I think
Okay,
there's
sir. Maybe
connectivity.
there is something problem. Okay, now, sir, you can also put some extra information regarding the study in UK for international students, like related some sectors, sir. Mm,
Like I said, if you are coming to study in the UK, there are great opportunities right now. A lot of universities offering great scholarships as well. There are a lot of job opportunities going around.
yes,
But
sir.
I would recommend you to look into the shortest occupation list and then plan your career accordingly. If you're an undergrad student, if you're a postgrad student, then it is slightly different. Then you have to ensure that there's a continuity in your career, and then you can look into doing whatever is relevant. But AI, anything to do with AI, analytics is the key. Digital marketing is another big field that is coming up. So look for those opportunities. Try to plan ahead, like when you graduate, what will be the demand in the market, and then prepare yourself that way. And I hope to see a bunch of you coming to the UK this September, and I look forward to welcome you here.
Okay, obviously, sir. Uh, graduation of UK, how it can will be better than other countries, sir.
Well, there are quite a few reasons, to be honest, because number one, the
Yes.
quality of education is top notch. you can do, for example, if you do an undergrad here, and then if you want to do a postgraduate qualification, you can do anywhere in the world. Cost wise, it is very cheaper because the course length is shorter, and also it's an English speaking country, because a lot of us speak English. Because if you, for example, go to Germany, you have to learn German. If you go to Japan, you have to learn Japanese. So in that
Yes.
regard, and still the economy is turning around. The economy is moving to the right direction. There are jobs available. There is a skill shortage, and to be honest, I don't know why else would you go, because the visa process is very smooth. It's not a subjective visa decision like Australia or Canada. It's a point-based visa. If you meet the points, you're almost guaranteed a visa. So offer letters, usually from 2 days to 2 weeks, you will get the offer letter. For example, in Canada, you have to wait maybe 3-4 months to get an offer. So all in all, from application stage to visa stage to career opportunity, I think UK universities and UK provides all of these necessities, tick boxes. It ticks all the boxes. So I personally feel UK is the best option. Maybe I am biased, but I feel that UK should be a priority on any student's list right now who is willing to study abroad.
Okay, sir. Now, next one question, sir. Can you explain about the academic gap for student?
So I am in that school of thought that I personally don't worry about gaps as long as they are explained. For example, if someone has done an undergrad maybe 8 years back and he has been working since then, that's fine. He has been working. But what I'd be interested to know is what have you been doing these 8 years? And then why do you think at this particular juncture of your life or career you need another qualification? As long as that is justified, in most cases that will be fine. But if,
Okay,
I'm,
thank you
if
so much,
I
sir.
haven't been doing anything for the last 5 years, and then one fine morning I wake up and I think like, oh, I want to go to UK to study, then it will raise quite a few eyebrows, because why are you not pursuing a similar qualification in your home country? If you wanted to study, why do you want to come to UK? Because like I said, UK want the best and the brightest. So if you are the best and brightest, UK will welcome you with open arms. We have the
Uh,
glamour.
okay, sir. Thank you so much. If there are any questions, now I see in the Facebook comments, and then I will carry some questions, sir. Now this turn for Miss Niti Sherpa.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm so sorry due to net issue. Like,
No
so
worries.
is there
It always happens.
students?
Sorry, I can hear you. Could you come again?
Am I audible or not?
You are audible, but you were breaking up. So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now, like, thank you so much for joining our live session today. Your active
it's an
participation and
absolute pleasure.
are greatly appreciated, sir. We hope that these insights shared by Mr. Abir, sir, have been valuable and informative for everyone who are participated here in our live session. As we conclude
Thank
our session, please don't hesitate to ask and reach out any questions. And so, if you have any questions, you can still ask here. We are still here. Or if you need any additional information, then we are always available. You can please contact us. So once
Yes,
again, thank you.
IMIC has been a great support for us. They are a great agency based in Nepal. I had the pleasure of working with Nisha, Adit, and Niyukti. They are the great
Thank you so much,
people.
sir.
So anything you need, just get in touch with them and they will sort you out. You will be in very good hands. I can assure you that. So just get in touch with IMIC and get your dreams fulfilled.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for being with us.
Yes. So once again, thank you so much all for contributing to today's discussion. And thank you, our respected Mr. Abir Utsha sir And thank you to all our participants for making today's session a successful session today. So thank you and have a good time.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time as well.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Will you see you next time in the live or webinar or physically? Okay. Bye bye, sir. Take
I'm
care.
at your
All the best.
disposal. Just let me
Okay.
know when.
Okay, sir. Now we can leave.